What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Comically Boston. I'm Big Cam. Today is episode 63. It is May 18th, 2023. Today is a Thursday. Last night, Wednesday night, the Celtics had game one of the Eastern Conference Finals, and they lost to the Miami Heat, which, to me, is very, very sad. You know, like, I'm a diehard Celtics fan, and everyone yesterday, I was wearing my Jason Tatum shirt, and everyone was like, oh, how do you think they're going to do tonight? And I'm like, everyone was saying Celtics in 6. A couple people said Celtics in 5. For me, I'm like, I know it's more realistically probably Celtics in 5 or 6 or maybe even 7 because it's the Eastern Conference Finals and this is the NBA. The teams are at their best. Like, you're not just going to sweep a team that isn't good. You know, like, Miami Heat is a very good team. But if we're being honest, what we really need to stop here is this man. We need to stop number 22 in red. We need to stop him because he is their team. He dropped 35 points on us. JT had 30 in 22. We lost 123-116. We go down 0-1 game 2 Friday night. It better be a different story. I hate losing, especially at home, especially when the Celtics are in the TD Garden and we lose. That just is heartbreaking stuff. But it is what it is, you know. Friday, we get another crack at it, and we'll see if we can tie up that series heading back to Miami for Game 3. But Game 2 Friday night, so we'll see how we do. Game 1 for Denver, they go up 1-0 with a huge game from Jokic. He's just, you know, he probably should have been the MVP over Embiid, but wouldn't that have been 3 in a row for Joker? So, like, let's give it to somebody else. NBA is so stupid. But in game 1, Jokic had 34 points, 21 rebounds, 14 assists, and he shot 12 for 17 from the field. That's like 2K numbers. Like, that's the numbers that my power forward in my center put up in 2K. And this dude's out here doing this in the Western Conference Finals. Like, he's unreal. Like, 30, 20, and 10 as a center, and you only missed 5 shots all game? Like, that dude is not only very, very talented and very, very good, he's stuffing the stat sheet, and he's doing it without making mistakes, and he's consistently putting up good, solid play, and he's 7 foot, he can shoot. He isn't the fastest man in the league, nor is he the highest jumper, but you don't need to be when you play like Joker, and nobody can speed up your play. Like, the man is good. What can you say? Alright, let's move on from sports. Game 2 for the Denver Nuggets and Lakers is tonight, so we'll see how that series goes. But we got some Marvel news and we got some other news too. So, June 16th, Extraction. That is Chris Hemsworth's film. The first one was pretty freaking good with the Russo brothers and Sam Hargrave. Sam Hargrave was, I believe, the full director and like cameraman. Like, he was strapped on the front of friggin' cars doing crazy stunts. Some of the visuals in that first Extraction were crazy, and the way that it ended kind of on a cliffhanger. You didn't know if he was going to die or live, and then clearly he lives because they're making a second movie about why he's alive. In the movie, the poster here says, prepare for the ride of your life. And if you've seen the trailer, that shot there where he's holding like a shield, they throw a Molotov and the thing explodes around him. I think that was real. If it's CGI, that fire looks pretty freaking amazing. But I think a lot of the stuff they did, they tried to do practically and they tried to do real in these movies, and apparently there's some really, really crazy stunts in this second one, so I'm excited for that. That comes out June 16th. That's going to be a busy day for movies. I'm going to have to watch Extraction 2 on Netflix, and then also in theaters that day, Asteroid City, the new Wes Anderson film, comes out. That looks kind of dope. Elemental, the Disney Pixar movie, comes out. I probably won't watch that. Maybe when it comes on Disney Plus. But also that day, The Flash comes out in theater, and I wasn't excited for this movie, but the last couple trailers for that movie look pretty freaking good. I'm not gonna lie to you. And Michael Keaton's got me excited. Sasha Calle's Supergirl looks so sexy that, like, I'm gonna be there for her if I'm there for anything. You know, like, I'm like, all right, I gotta see this. You know, like, and I honestly feel bad for the DC movies because Blue Beetle looks pretty good. I might see that, but that also kind of feels like a movie I'll wait for at home. You know, like, it's just hard to see everything. But some movies you're like, I'll wait for it at home. Maybe one of them I'll see in theaters, you know, like. But, I don't know. The Flash, I might have to go see. You know, might have to. But I didn't go see Shazam, so that should be coming out on HBO Max soon. Also coming out soon, Avatar 2, The Way of Water, comes out on Disney Plus July 7th. That will be cool. Ant-Man&the-Wasp Quantumania is out right now, so go check out that on Disney Plus if you haven't seen that movie already. I think, honestly, I started to watch it last night before bed, and the CGI, I believe, looks more polished and better from when I saw it in the movies. It's still not perfect, and it's not a perfect movie at all, but, you know, it's another thing that we got to see Paul Rudd as Scott Lang in, you know, and it got to further Cassie's, you know, progression as a character, and it got to see Kang the Conqueror, which is a touchy subject right now, because everyone's like, what the hell is Jonathan Majors up to in jail, or wherever the fuck he is. Nobody's really heard anything about that since that whole thing sparked where he got arrested for sexual assault and shit, and then other women came out, his fucking team dropped him, his PR team and shit, his management team dropped him, he lost a bunch of shit, like, and nothing's really come out that he's like guilty. There's just been a bunch of say of what has been said, you know, like, but nothing like no court case has come out and said that this man is fully guilty or anything, so they're just people just speculating and ruining this man's life, and he hasn't even fully been proven guilty yet, which sucks for him, because, like, I would hate to see us get into Kang and start this juicy shit in the Marvel Universe, and then they have to recast him because of some bullshit that happened outside of Marvel, like. But also then I'm hearing rumors that the girl that he had problems with was something on Loki or on Quantumania or something like that, or so Marvel's been quiet about it, Jonathan Majors has been quiet about it. I don't know, man. All I know is I think he's a good actor, and him as Kang is very, very, very good in Loki and in Quantumania, as far as my opinion goes. But you comment below. What do you think? I'm very open to hearing other people's opinions. What do you think of Jonathan Majors and that whole shit? And what do you think of him as Kang and or, like, the Quantumania? Did you like the movie? Did you hate the movie? Did you like the post-credits? Some people I've talked to hated the post-credits. I loved those two post-credits. I loved the post-credits more than I loved the movie. You know, like, the two post-credit scenes with the Kangs and that whole council of Kangs, and then the shit at the end with Loki, like it teasing Loki season 2. Oh, man. It's just, I can't wait for that. But, speaking of Loki, Loki season 2 gets a release date. So we finally get a date of October 6th for Loki. So if we look at the calendar here, October 6th is obviously, oh, it's a Friday. So we were originally Wednesdays for Loki. We went from Fridays, and when Loki came out, we moved our release dates to Wednesdays. Everything has been releasing on Wednesdays since Loki Season 1. Now, Loki Season 2 is going to be October 6th, starting on a Friday. Watch that date move to the 4th again. Like, those will all be on Wednesdays again, I would think. I mean, I could be wrong, but I would think. You know what I mean? Like, I would think that it would be on a Wednesday like it has been, but why not? We'll see, I guess. But then also some news came out for Echo, right? So if we get 6 weeks starting from October 6th, you get October 13th, Episode 2, October 20th, Episode 3, October 27th, Episode 4, November 3rd, Episode 5, and November 10th, Veterans Day, is that weekend, is Episode 6. So that's a 6-episode season. We get ourselves into the second week of November and that's all on Fridays. That's interesting, considering that they announced that Echo will be dropping on the 29th of November. So the 29th of November is a Wednesday, right? So if the 29th of November is a Wednesday, Thanksgiving's the Thursday before. I don't know. I really don't know. Especially after what I've heard about Echo. Everyone initially was saying that it was a very good show, but now Marvel's talking about dropping Echo all on one day. So we're going to do 6 weeks of Loki like we've done every other show, but we're going to do all 6 episodes, which is probably 6 episodes of Echo, all on one day, it just feels a little weird that they're going to take this character that's Native American, she's got a prosthetic leg, and she's deaf, and they're going to make her character not have a 6-week arc, but let her character just get a binge-worthy series like Netflix does, where they drop the whole season all at once. Frankly, I do and don't like this decision. You know, I'm here for either. I like the weekly stuff, but the patience in me sometimes is like, oh, I'm dying to see that show. But also that anticipation of the show I kind of have been enjoying. You know, you watch week 1 and then you're like, ooh, I can't wait for week 2. So then you go on the internet and Twitter and you talk with other people that are also excited for the show for that long a period of time. So Loki, starting October 6th, will have 6 weeks of talk. It will be a month and a half of people only talking about what could be happening in Loki. Now, if you do Echo all at once in November, by Christmas, the show would still be going on, right? We'd only be 4 weeks into the show. We'd still have 2 more weeks. We're heading into the new year, into 2024. But if you drop them all on the 29th, by December, the second week in December, everyone is already have watched, that was going to watch all of Echo. Everyone will have binged that. Even the people that are like me, they're trying to watch all 6 hours that Wednesday, and then by the weekend, we already have all the information about Echo that we need, but then we're also have everything. You know, like it's going to be one weekend talking about Echo instead of a month, you know, like. So I like it and I don't like it. Maybe it's just an experiment to see how the numbers look. Maybe the numbers will be better if they stream all on the same day, and that's how Disney wants to do it. Maybe this will be a mistake and they do it and then they're like, it didn't work out the way we thought. Sorry to poor Echo here. Like, come on. I don't know. It seems a little weird that they're going to try. Why wouldn't they release Loki all at once? And then release hers all at once right after, if that's going to be the motto. But why the month before, in the same announcement, you're going to announce, this is going to be the same thing like it was last time, a 6-week series, but this one's going to be all at once. We're just going to try it. If you're going to just try a drop all at once, why not, like, What If Season 2, or What If Season 1, or any of the other shows that you've put out. Like, so either that says to me that this is an experiment and they're experimenting the release schedules, or they're really not that confident in that show's weekly release, right? So if they're not confident in Echo bringing back an audience week by week, they're just like, oh, we'll just drop it all at once and then maybe an audience will create itself. Maybe it might be wishful thinking, but it also might be full of shit, you know, like, I don't know, man. I know I'm excited for it. I know I will watch it. But I'm also a little upset that I'm not going to get my 6 weeks of Echo talking about that show and experiencing it with the discourse online and that type of shit. Like, I've had a blast listening to podcasts and YouTube videos all the time since WandaVision came out. I've been following Phase Zero, the comic book people over there. Brandon Davis and Jenna Anderson, Jamie Jirac, and Aaron Preen, Summer Lake Hornet. You know, those Phase Zero people are one of my favorite Marvel podcasts to watch. And then there's people like the New Rockstars people in the Break Room. They're over there. And Eric Voss and, you know, Tommy Bechtold and Zach Huddleston and Brandon Barrick. You know, like all those people that I've never met personally. They probably have no idea who I am. But I watch the videos all the time, and I think they're fucking hilarious. And they also are nerds like me. Like, if I did meet them in person, I feel like I would know exactly who they were. They'd probably be like, this is a little creepy, this guy knows who I am. But then after a couple minutes of talking to me, they'd probably be like, oh, this guy's a huge fan. Like, he watches all our shit, and he gets it, you know? So I would totally be down to do a trivia thing with any of them. Or, you know, like, I'm a big fan just like them, and I'm a big nerd just like them. And, you know, I love me some Marvel shit. Love me some Star Wars shit. I love movies in general. You know, just watching movies, talking about movies. But I'm also a sports guy. I like a lot of different shit. You know, I like video games. I like different shit, you know. So, comment below. What are you into? Put me onto something cool, would you? Or you can @ me at Twitter, @BigCam, YouTube on Twitter, @ComicallyBoston on Instagram. DM me if you have any questions. I'm Big Cam. Please like this video, subscribe if you're new, hit that bell if you don't want to miss any future videos, and I'll see you guys next Monday to talk more Comically Boston for episode 64 next week. And this Saturday, we got more LEGO videos coming out your way, so comment below, what are you most excited for, LEGO videos or Comically Boston? I'm curious, but I'll see you guys when I see you guys, alright? Peace.